Good morning, everyone. Today is day 19 of the calendar, and we are going to Burundi. Okay, is another washed red plum, marmalade, vanilla sugar. Okay, let's see. Okay, I have an idea for this morning coffee. Okay, we are going to brew with AeroPress, but I want to show you another method that you can use with AeroPress. Is let's say a fast method to brew with AeroPress that I will explain you in a second. So today I will grind 13 grams of coffee. Okay. Okay, and these 13 grams of coffee, we are going to grind them at 20 or 22 clicks. Let's start with 22. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we start with 22. Then if we need to go finer, we can go finer. Okay, let me grind the coffee. Okay, we have our 22 clicks. This is the grind size, if you can see. Okay, we're on the medium. Perfect. Okay, how we're going to brew this coffee? I said AeroPress, and I said that it's a fast method to brew with AeroPress. So I'm using Prismo. So basically this is an accessory made by Fellow. It's basically an adapter, an accessory to put on the bottom, in this case, of the AeroPress, and it has a single valve and doesn't have any gaps here. It has wait, I'll put the paper here. Let me get another one. So it has a metal filter. Okay, and you place on top, basically, of this. You can use only the metal filter, but you need to know that it's a mesh mechanical filter. So some fines, they usually pass through, but you can use this one without problem. But for this method, I suggest you paper because we are going finer. Okay, so it's better to have a paper filter anyway. You don't need to have a Prismo. I just do it because it's easier. It makes my life easier, so I use it. You can use the normal one, the regular one, and I tell you also what you need to do in case you are using the regular one. So, because we're doing with Prismo, what's the benefit of brewing with Prismo? Is the fact that I can basically brew with a normal method, a classic method of AeroPress, let's say, but when I pour the water doesn't come out from the valve because you need pressure. So I can brew full immersion even in this way. I don't need to go inverted. If you have the regular cup, yeah, of course you need to go inverted because otherwise you're going to lose some of the water at the beginning. But the principle of this method is basically the same. Another thing you need for this method is a chopstick, or well, I use a chopstick because it's cool, but you can use a spoon, and this is for stirring. And I'll show you how we are doing this. So we are brewing 13 grams of coffee. we can already put it inside. Okay, 13 grams of coffee. I put temperature of water 90. Okay, we're gonna pour 200 grams of water in the AeroPress, and then what we're gonna do, we're going to stir, basically, with a chopstick. All right. Okay, let's begin. Okay, start the timer. Try to pour the water as fast as possible, okay? The 200 grams of water as fast as possible, because it's a fast method. Okay, 200 grams within 20 seconds, and then just stir. Just be careful to don't go too much deep down, to don't break the paper. Just stir. This motion will create turbulence, agitation, and so it will extract a lot the coffee in a very short time, basically. And we're doing this until 1 minute. Okay? So basically you stir for 40 seconds. After this, what you need to do on the last second, go backwards, basically, to stop a bit this motion, okay? You want a bit the coffee to stay still. Now, the important thing of this method is let to sit the coffee down, okay? So, I can move this, just keep the time. Okay, get the server. You want basically to let the coffee to sit a bit, because that is going to create even a better extraction, more uniform. Let's go. So with Brismo, even if it has a valve, it doesn't need that much pressure. To be honest, once the valve is unlocked, you basically, it's a continuous thing. So as you see, like I stop at 2 minutes, and then I let it sit for 45 seconds, and now I'm pressing. Very gentle, you see, it's already gone more than 30 seconds. Perfect. Okay, it took 2 minutes of pressing. It's normal. Just go gentle, and that will create an amazing coffee. Okay, basically, to recap, place 13 grams of coffee. I did 22 clicks. Place the water as fast as possible. Within the 20 seconds is ideal. And then stir with a chopstick or with a spoon continuously until 1 minute. Okay, the last couple of seconds go backwards to stop the, let's say, the rotation, the vortex. Then let it sit for 45 seconds. You can even leave for longer if you want to. Just keep the water and coffee in contact within each other, and then basically go to press gently, okay, until everything is done. If you're using the other cup, so not the Prismo, what you need to do is follow the same principle, so the stirring, but after you stir, okay, after you finish to stir, place the cup and rotate the AeroPress. Okay, it shouldn't come out any liquid because there is no pressure from the top, so it shouldn't come out. So close the cup, turn the AeroPress and let it sit basically for this 45 seconds, and then start to press. Okay, so now let's see the coffee. Okay, so the box will say marmalade, and I can feel that. It's very sweet citrus. Sounds great. So what you achieve with this cup? Now, let's see. What I'm expecting is a strong coffee, definitely. I'm expecting a strong coffee. And this method basically helps you to extract a lot in a short time, and then based on your preference you can go and bypass the coffee basically. Perfect. It's 1:43, so the coffee is really good, it's really clean, it's juicy. It's a strong cup, sensation good, but not too much. As you can see from here, I'm very happy with this cup. If you want to extract more, if you want to have it stronger, you can grind finer. You grind finer, you are going to have more contact surface in between coffee and water, and you will have a higher strength, also extraction, of course. Then if it's too strong, you can also bypass with some water, so you drop the strength but you keep the same extraction. So this is a nice method that you can control as you want. I usually, what I do is I keep the workflow, the routine, so the pouring water and stirring and let it sit. I usually keep this every time the same. Okay, this is my fixed variable, the way I brew the coffee. And then I control the extraction by changing the grind size or changing the ratio between coffee and water. Okay, or usually changing the ratio, the coffee and water, by changing the grams of coffee in the AeroPress and changing the temperature. But I keep all the time the same system, okay? And then I shape it by changing the other variables. So it's very easy, straightforward. And so yeah, I told you, I prefer to use it with Prismo because it's easier, it's very comfortable to don't rotate the AeroPress to avoid to make mess on the counter, but you can use the other cup. So yeah, that was the technique of today. Going fast, extraction fast with the chopstick, basically, or anyway, like stirring. This creates agitation, and you can extract fast, okay, solids, and also reduce the contact time in between coffee and water. Because if I want to achieve the same kind of extraction, I need to leave coffee and water for longer. And as I explained in the previous video, in one of the previous videos, that long time between coffee and water can extract some unpleasant compounds. So with us being fast, we kind of like try to avoid this. Okay, now coffee became so juicy. Okay, very stone fruit. Okay, let's see the stone fruit. kind of like overtook the marmalade feature. That's good. That's a good cup. So yeah, if you want change the other variables, told you, change some grind size or some ratio or the temperature to adjust based on the coffee that you are drinking, and also, yeah, always based on the taste. It's the best way. But yeah, that was the method of today. I always thank you very much for all the interaction, all the questions, and yeah, I'm having fun. I hope you will have a beautiful day. Today is Thursday, yeah, okay, amazing. Weekend is at the door, so hold fast and let's do it. I'll see you tomorrow with another coffee, another origin, and another brew method. Ciao!